and now we've lost some of the rotation. So we've kind of seen this where some of these supercells have a little bit of rotation briefly and then lose their organization. Again, the air is becoming more stable with time as we head through the evening time, so that tornado threat is going to be diminished. So I'm not seeing a big threat of a tornado right here. We do have this tornado warning that does continue until 7:15 Central Time. That would be 8:15 Eastern Time for the northern sections of Adair County. So this is where we've had some rotation. The rotation was better just a little while ago. This is tracking to the southeast, so heading towards the Shepherd School area. Still go ahead and be in your place of shelter until that warning is over with. It's not going to take much time as it is moving at a pretty good clip at around 30 to 40 miles per hour to the southeast. So heading towards Purdy at around 6:55 Central Time. We're all going to be Central Time here down in Adair County, into Gentry's Mill at around 7:03. Royville at around 7:07, Russell Springs 7:10, and then again moving out of the viewing area at just after 7 o'clock Central Time, and heading towards the Lake Cumberland area down the Cumberland Parkway here, staying east of Columbia. Now, if you're in Columbia, that threat of a tornado is off to the northeast of you. There's just a little bit of a notch right here. So if there were a tornado, it would be here right in the north central section of Adair County. So we had just a little bit of a spin up here. Does not look impressive to me at this time here, Alden.
Correct, Ben. I would agree. And this is just going to be the type of situation that we see potentially over the next couple of hours, or some of these brief, quick spin-up tornadoes. And this environment has already been worked over quite a bit because of the earlier thunderstorm activity that we've been having. So any tornadic cells that we see just don't have a lot of fuel that they can be working off of for any prolonged period of time. And thankfully, this is already in north central Adair County, moving at about 35 miles per hour. So we'll see it exiting our southern viewing area here probably within about the next 15 minutes.
Yeah, so not a huge concern in my opinion right now, despite this tornado warning in northern Adair County. To play it safe, yes, be in your place of shelter here just to the northeast of Columbia. Let's go ahead and back out and look at the broad view. I want to show you the overall view and what thunderstorms that we also have out there. That is the only warning that we have. We just have plain old rain with some embedded thunder every once in a while for most of the rest of the viewing area. One strong thunderstorm here down between Munfordville and Bowling Green. These storms farther off to the west and southwest have had some severe thunderstorm warnings on them, but as they move into this kind of worked over, churned over air from all the thunderstorms that we've had, we're down to temperatures in the 60s, so the air is a bit more stable. But there could be some isolated instances of some damaging wind gusts, isolated, and maybe a little hail involved here as well. So we have a new severe thunderstorm warning that covers the southern sections of Grayson County. Going to need to watch out for the potential of some flash flooding as well. We've had over 3 inches of rainfall here in Grayson County. We always talk about the dangers of tornadoes, but flash flooding can be one of the most dangerous things from severe weather. In fact, it produces more deaths than tornadoes overall. So do not try to drive over any of those flooded roadways here for the rest of tonight as more heavy rain is on the way. So this is moving down the Western Kentucky Parkway, brand new severe thunderstorm warning. A fairly organized supercell here that is moving to the east towards Caneyville and to the Sunfish area over the next half hour or so. That also tracking east at about 35 miles per hour. If we can take an even broader view, I want to show you kind of what's up next. I think a lot of this activity is going to be moving to the east of us by around 9:30 p.m. There's a tornado warning farther out west in south central Illinois. This would be kind of the last complex of storms that we need to watch out for late tonight, especially after around 11 p.m., midnight, 1 a.m. With that said, this is going to be moving into some fairly stable air. The air is much more unstable off to our southwest. So we hope that this complex of storms will weaken as it approaches, but unfortunately for areas off to our southwest, staying pretty strong. Also watching out for that flash flood potential, as this is a pretty big complex of storms, something we were definitely going to keep a watch on as it approaches our area. This is forming out ahead of a cold front that's going to be sweeping in again late tonight. So that would be our next threat on the way. But again, to sum it up here for us, northern Adair County has that tornado warning until this is going to be expired early, by the way. It's going to be moving out of our our viewing area here in the next couple of minutes. So and I don't see any rotation with it anymore. So I think that threat is really coming to an end very quickly. I think this tornado warning will expire. There's maybe a little bit of broad rotation here. This is the very edge of Adair County. That's the edge of the WHS 11 viewing area. Not seeing a big significant threat of a spin-up tornado right now here in Adair County at this time. So with that said, we're going to keep a close eye on any possible spin-up tornadoes out there that get embedded in some of these strong thunderstorms here for the rest of the evening. We do have a tornado watch in these areas that are off to the south of Louisville, basically around Elizabethtown South in that pink area until 10 p.m. That does still include Grayson, Breckenridge, Meade, Hardin, Hart, LaRue, Green, Taylor, Adair, Marion counties in Kentucky, and Perry County in Indiana. So all those pink areas where we have several severe thunderstorm warnings under that tornado watch until 10 p.m. Flood watch for much more of the area until 8 o'clock. For Storm Team Meteorologist Alden German, I'm Chief Meteorologist Ben Pine. We'll keep an eye on things for tonight. We'll break in when necessary.